then, welcome back to another episode on the Utopia³ server. I've just been setting up my recording material, and as you can see, BPAT joined, said hey then, and left again. I couldn't reply. I was off the screen, as it were. I was checking out, getting the story set up and getting ready to record and starting it out. And I want to jump straight into it. Look at this, right? I did say that I was going to do all my Thaumcraft research over in those towers over there, but I started it. Let me just plonk myself down here. I started my research, right, and I've done the first few bits. From the research tree, I decided that I would go straight in through the cheat sheet. Onto research expertise, research mastery, and also the deconstruction table to complete this little branch off here. They're like the first things that I could pick up, and I picked them up fairly quickly. I had to learn how to do the research for Thaumcraft because this is my first ever research in Thaumcraft 4. And I decided not to record it because it's very, very derpy and very, very long-winded, and I'm really no expert to be making a video on how to research these things. But I managed to research it. One thing that I did discover that I would like to let you know is I basically got a load of the Primal Aspects when we first started, yeah? And I think the only thing I discovered using my thermometer was Saxum by staring at a bit of stone. Look how much stuff I've stared at now. I've been going overboard with that thermometer. But generally, in the research table, you can combine primal aspects to make other aspects. So, like Terra and Terra make Saxum. And you work your way through. And I figured out the quickest way through, like Ignis and Air equals Lux, and Ordo and Air equals Mortis. And I managed to work my way through combining aspects all the way to complete all of the pages, right? Based on an image of these pages that I checked out to get all the combinations. So I wasn't stabbing in the dark. I wasn't messing about trying to find all these combinations of aspects. And since then, I've literally just been around scanning things, scanning everything I can get my grubby little hands on, scanning everything to get research points. And then I went straight in and did these few bits of research to try and improve my research. And I did that up at Boleth's up there. And now I want my own little place because I don't find that spacious enough. So, here we go. Right on the lakeside, yeah? This little stone circular hut thing that hasn't got a roof yet. That's exactly opposite the tree. That will become a decent feature at some point one day, but for now I just put some grass on the roof. I'll probably use some carpenter's blocks and things like that. Got myself a carpenter's door, lovely, and I'm a bit poor, so I couldn't afford another carpenter's door, so I just got a normal door that side. Now this is all just sort of a ruse. I'm building this to make it look like what you would expect a little wizard's tower to look like, right? Got my research table over here, got all those aspects that I've been gathering up. Got quite a bit. Got my little arcane work table over here. I'm going to throw another few bits and pieces, just decoration in here. The real trick, however, is here. And this is another carpenter's door, but it looks just like the stone bricks. So unless what you see is what you get, what you see is... What am I looking at? Walia. If you're not looking at your Walia, you would think that's just a stone wall. But it's actually a door through to my secret study area. Da-da-da-da! And I've already hooked up my AE system over here. I've got myself an access terminal and a crafting terminal. And what I intend on doing, because I found it really, really laborious going through the research. Actually, that's the bag I want. And I also went through a lot of scribing tools because I'm a noob and I didn't know what I was doing. And one thing I've thought of that I would like to try and figure out how applied energistics can interact with Thaumcraft. So that's what I'm messing about with this episode. And first things first, I want to try and automate my research a little bit. So no replacing the ink, no replacing the paper. I want to try and get it so that I just disconnected that. Great. Okay, so I want to try and get it so that I can automate it a little bit. So let's get some more AE cable out. I might derp around a little bit this episode. I do apologise, but I haven't done this before, so it's something that I must have a go at. Now, the research table, I'm thinking I want the research table up against that back wall a bit more, so maybe if I bring this cable round the back side rather than the inside, that would work better. And what I am going to try and do, fail as I may, is get the A system to automate some of the research functions that I need sorting out for me, like replacing the paper and replacing the writing tools. That's about it, really. That's what I want. So to do that, I'm going to get an interface. And my interface here, I think if it goes here, that'll probably work. Yeah, I guess. Okay, an AE interface, and I want to put down my table here, I think. Yeah, and get some scribing tools, which are in my backpack. Any old scribing tools will work to set up a table, it seems. Even an old set of scribing tools will work. Right, so that's that way round. Now, I want to test out translocators. Let's get some translocators. I want to test out translocators on it. It appears that only one side works. Let's take this down and start again. Where's my tool bag? There's my tool bag. Okay. I think if I make it from the other side, then it will be in the right place. So we're gonna rip this down again, and we're gonna make it this way around. I realise that this means that I'm now about to trap myself in this area here, so I'll just knock that out of the way for now. Okay, so there, and then get the scribing tools again and pop it on there. Did that work? Yes. Now can I put these on here? No. I still can... Okay, I can put them on this side. So it's the side that you place the ink. Okay, good to know, good to know. It's a shame I didn't know that before. Let's take it all down again. Start again. So, that and... No. Derpy, and Emerson. Right, okay. Let's try this way around. There. Okay, so now I've got the quill and ink that side, and if I put this on here and that on there, and this on here and that on there, oh yeah, that works. That's good. Okay, so I can now put some of this. It's not going to look beautiful, but it's going to look okay. That's good. And I'll need to get into there actually when I... More derps. Okay, so first off, let's sort out paper. Paper! Yeah. Okay, so I haven't got much paper, but I did go over to Egos and sort out the sugarcane. So let's get a handful of sugarcane and throw a load more paper into the system. Let's just get rid of all the sugarcane. There we go. And let's make this interface keep what do you say? I don't want 64 paper in there. Can I make it so that it keeps 40 paper in there. There we go, 40 paper in there. And I want to have this regulate 40 paper. So for that, I'm going to need nuggets. Yep, diamond nuggets. Okay, so let's pop a diamond nugget. Let's do paper from the backside, actually. Pop a diamond nugget on that. And then say I want 40 paper. I want it to keep 40 paper in there at all times. So, and that should go back up to 40 in a moment. Let's throw that back away in there and check it out. Yeah, so the interface is keeping that at 40. This translocator should be keeping the table at 40. So whenever I use a piece of paper, it will replenish itself. Pretty cool, eh? Pretty cool. Right, so that's stage 1. The next stage is getting the writing tools in there. And I think the only way I'm going to do that is to regulate it to use writing tools. I've got some writing tools in here. Yep. Have I got a full set? Yes, I have. Good, good. Okay. So let's have a look in here now and say I want to regulate one full scribing tools at all times and pop that. Nothing should go out just yet. Okay. And I also want to take out. Ah, that's a good point actually. Let's just get rid of that. Let's not have this go in that way at all. Let's take that nugget back. Let's go back round here. Let's regulate this one to also keep the scribing tools in. Now there's a plan. So now they're taking it in, so there should be 40 paper in there, and always put a scribing tools in there if there's one available. So this should export a scribing tools like so. Okay. Now, if I've got scribing tools in the system here, then it will work. Otherwise, it will not. So I'm going to need to set up my AE system to store scribing tools for one. Otherwise, the scribing tools will disappear. And I'm also going to need to set up a process so that it automatically can make them. So I'm going to need to make these scribing tools like so. And make a set like that. That'll do for now. And as soon as I put this onto the desk there, it'll stay good. So let's just put that in for now. Thank you. And I want to regulate that away in the empties. So let's put that there. Pop that into there. Oh man, it's just going to go round and round in circles, isn't it? So let's regulate it so that it only puts the empty ones out. And stop now, please. Thank you. Anytime today. Okay. Stop that. Thank you. Was that a creeper outside? I think that was a creeper outside. I don't like the sound of it. So we've got that regulating to only do the empty scribing tools. So that'll extract the empty scribing tools and put back fresh scribing tools when I've got fresh scribing tools. So let's get that sorted now. I don't like the sound of having that creeper outside. Where outside is he? Let's just make a run for it. It's okay. He's not going to get me. He's not going to get me. So we now need to set up the actual how it crafts the scribing tools. So scribing tools, we want to get ink. We want to get an ink. Let's take an ink sacs. There we go. Right, and this and that should equal fresh scribing tools. Okay, in code. Right. So we got that. So now it knows how to replenish our scribing tools once we've used them. I don't want it just making scribing tools all the time. That's the point. And I think this is the magic thermal expansion, Twilight Forest, Thaumcraft. There we go. Okay, now we'll set up the AE system to be able to sit on the scribing tools and the empty scribing tools format. So now it's got two types of scribing tools. Yes, it has. Good, good. Okay, so it shouldn't throw them away anywhere. And put the Thaumcraft back into there. Okay, so that's that bit. And now, if we set up a precision export bus over here. Sorry, zombie, haven't got time to play right now. I'll put these doors the wrong way round as well, so zombies won't try and break them down. I'll put them backwards or sideways or something like that. Okay, so now, if I close that off, throw these in there, and throw that in there, it should show me that I've got scribing tools in there. Yes, it has. Okay, so now we're going to get a precision export bus, and this is the sort we want. Okay, and we're going to tell this to always put crafting tools in their scribing tools. So we're going to tell it we want to make scribing tools. You're doing that again. Why are you doing that again? Stop doing that. Okay, let's put that on there. And let's put one of those on there. There we go. Now that should have connected to the next one along. No, it doesn't. Okay, because I've put it behind instead of in front. Okay, let's put it in there. Derpy derpy. Right, go on. You can tell I haven't done this before, can't you? Okay, so now I only want the empties, you git. Why are you taking out the full ones? Okay. So we'll put this on, and I want to keep scribing tools in there, and I want to do always craft item. So whenever it can, it'll craft it. We've got to put this in over at the AE terminal over here to make sure it knows the crafting recipe. I've missed that trick. So stick this in here. There we go. In here. That one. Let's just put it in there for now. Okay, so it knows how to do that now. So now we'll see if we can get this to work better as well. Maybe I need to have an actual chest over here. Right. So what's he doing now? It's now throwing them around all over the place. So maybe I should stop doing the export of those. Maybe I should have another chest. So I'm doing the extraction here, which will be fine. Yeah, let's do it. Let's take all this apart a minute. I know, I've done this already. I'm doing it again. I'm going to have to. Right, let's take that off there as well for now. Right, and put the interface here. Okay. Put the interface there. Put the item transposer there. There we go. Stick the gold nugget back on it, like so. And tell that. Hold on. What is this doing? It's doing that way around. Okay, so I don't need that on there. Fine. So let that carry on doing that. Tell this to keep 40 paper in the export at all times. To keep that topped up to 40 at all times. Okay. Now the next bit. Do I need to put a chest on it? Let's have a look. Chest. We'll have a normal chest. Thank you. And we'll pop that just there. And we'll have that set on here to export the empties. Okay. Where's the empty? I don't have any empties because I just recrafted them all. Scribing tools. Yeah, I don't have any empties anymore. Okay, so the next empty scribing tools that I get, I can put into that to tell this chest to only take empty tools, and we should be good with that. Can I get that scribing tool back, actually? Let's take one of these, put it in there, and give this the job of keeping one of those in at all times, and give this the job of always keeping one in there at all times. And in theory, we should have a scribing tools in there and the paper in there always. And as soon as that one empties, I'll put it into this chest. And as soon as that gets emptied, then I'll import from that chest back into the AE system. I think that'll work. I think that will work. Just need to tidy it up a little bit, and that'll do. The other thing that I wanted to test out, I need to do some more research before I can finish that job off. The other thing I wanted to test out was, I want to see about these, not those things, these deconstruction tables. So golden axe, golden pick, a Thaumcraft, and a table makes that. And I've got to make that in an arcane work table, I think. So let's have a look what I've got in here. Have I got any golden axes? Not likely. So a golden axe. I've got some gold. Okay. And sticks. Let's get a couple of sticks. Right. There's my golden axe. Let's move that. Get my golden pickaxe. Okay. What was the other thing I needed? One of those tables. And another thermometer. Okay. So let's go Thaumcraft. And check out the thermometer. Where is it? Page 2. There it is. Right. One of those. Craft one of those up. That's that as well. Good, good. And then we want the table as well, don't we? So we'll have a table, this one here, and I'm going to make a few of these because I might want to do this a few times. And then we go to our arcane workbench, which is currently through here, and stick that in the center, the table there, and the other two either side. And that should have given us one of those, shouldn't it? Oh, it requires some magic. Have I got anything in there? Yes, I have. Just happen to have the 20 I need to make one of those. Okay, that's good. And that's now reduced my pedito to 3. So I'm going to have to get some more of that before I can do any more. But what I want to do with these things here, maybe put one beside it. Maybe. Because it's research knowledge after all. Let's just put it over here for now. I might change it around again because I've done enough derping around with stuff this episode. Now, what this is supposed to do, let's have a look at the book again. What it's supposed to do is give me research points. So, deconstruction table. For example, cobblestone, which is Saxum and Pedito, will be simplified into 2 terra and 1 pedito. Only one of which will have a chance of being discovered, which is fairly slow, fewer aspects the object has. Basically, what these deconstruction tables do is if I put something into them, like, say, dirt, okay, it will deconstruct the dirt. You see the fancy little thing? Deconstructs the dirt, and there's a chance that I'll get some aspect from it. A very slim chance, it seems. So what I was looking at doing was automating this process as well. So we might get a chance to just have a quick go at this. And as it's always primal aspects, then we may get on with something simple-ish, I suppose. Let's get another precision export. If I make several of these deconstruction tables and put them all in a row here, then I could potentially always have access to some of the prime aspects. So as soon as my research runs out, it will offer me some more. So this is now just going to keep filling that with dirt, which is a resource that we don't have to worry about so much. It's a resource that I'm not really concerned about. And I believe when it stops, that's when it's got something in it. So let's have a look. Primal Aspects. So we've got this, which I could go sugarcane, but we're a bit out of sugarcane right now. Grass. Sugarcane's probably the best thing to do. So maybe do some farming sugarcane and just have sugarcane in there for air until I find a better source. Aqua, we could have actual water in there, I suppose. But I don't know how to put source blocks of water in there. Lily pads and sugarcane again. So the sugarcane could come in handy either way. So I feel like I'm going to have to make a sugarcane farm. Fire. Ignis is things like netherrack. So I could get more Ignis. I've already got 135, but I could get more Ignis by putting netherrack into a deconstruction table until I get it. And Ordo, what do we got here? That's probably going to be something like gravel. Can't tell if that's gravel or not there. We'll have to check that one. And the other one, Predicio, is cobblestone. So we could potentially get that from cobblestone. And then there's Terra, which is dirt, netherrack, and gravel and sand and all those things all together. So eventually it'll give me a little symbol like this. So the AE system will keep it stocked up. So I could have things that produce primal aspects there, and I think all I have to do is then touch it. Let's see. It's currently got a little symbol on there. Do I right click it? No. Left click it? No. Click on that? Yes, I have to go into it and take it, and then the little icon's missing. So I was thinking of just having some mundane materials that we always get too much of in a few of these around the place as well. So if I run out of research goodness, if I run out of what we got over here, if I run out of any of my primal aspects, like Terra, I've only got 23 Terra at the minute, right? I think this little star thing in the corner means that it slowly regenerates because of the place that I'm in, but that'll be very slow, and so will this. But at least this way, if I run out, I can just come around and go table, click, table, click, table. Oh, there it is. Table, click. There you go. And now I should have 24 Terra. 24 Terra? Yeah, there we go. Look. So I was thinking about automating this deconstruction table around the place as well a little bit. As you can see, though, it took out quite a lot of my Predicio, so I'm going to have to recharge the wand with the Potentio, something like that, and keep doing my research. When I know all of the primal aspects into other things, which is all of this stuff. So I can make any aspect I want from the primal aspects in a roundabout fashion. I can also make primal aspects. So in theory, I can just keep myself topped up with research points from in here, and let the AE system just keep gathering resources for me like this. So I'll come around and I'll just sort of gather them. I don't think there's any way of automating the gathering of it at the minute, because it's a right click to get in and then a left click on the GUI. So I doubt I'm going to be able to take it from there without coming over and clicking on them. But several of these and just keep going around clicking them all and then go back to my research. Then when I've done a research, come back out, collect some more, do research, and so on and so on and so on. Automating Thaumcraft using using the applied energistics. I could potentially change this around as well, so it's only applied energistics. I'm going to mess around with that as well to see if I can plug applied energistics straight into the table and have an import an export bus on the table itself. And see if that works out for me. See if I actually manage to keep my ink in the table while I'm scribing. Alright guys, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I will go into more details with mixing applied energistics and Thaumcraft at various stages throughout the Utopia season, but there's a lot of awesome things to look forward to. We've got all sorts of crazy stuff going on in all of the new bundles that are coming in and all that, so I'm going to be very busy doing all that as well. But every now and again, when I'm on my own and there's no one else on the server, I'll probably be doing something like this. When I'm not on another project, I'll probably be doing something like this. And I'll keep you informed of my progress in the research on Thaumcraft. Until next time, thank you very much and goodbye.